In this video, we're going to look at the booking we created in the last tutorial and add it to the Flatplan. Now, if you already have the client record open on the Bookings tab here, and you can see the magnifying glass, if you click on there, it'll take you directly to the Flatplan, and that's the quickest way to go to the Flatplan if you already have the client record open. It'll expand it at the advert size, and you can see the client listed there. Simply click on the client's name and drag and drop it onto the Flatplan. If you want to take it back off the Flatplan, just select it and move it back to the sidebar. Now, it's not every time you're going to have the client record open, so the other ways you can access the Flatplan are from the home screen and also from publications. So we can see the issues are highlighted January. If I select February as well, it'll list both. We can see that under January we have one advert booked, and that is the full page that we have booked for ABC Handyman Services. And as you book more adverts into each publication, these numbers will change. So I simply click on the line for January 25, and that takes me to the Flatplan overview. So this is just a condensed view of the Flatplan. If I hover over the pages, it'll show up with a little thumbnail. You can see the center pages are highlighted with a black box around them, and clicking on any of the pages will take me to that page of the Flatplan. You can see it did a little nudge there, and it's got a faint blue border just around page 4 to indicate the one that I selected. So in the sidebar we have all the advert sizes, and the number indicates how many adverts of that size are booked in this publication. And if you click on the little arrow, it'll expand to show these adverts. So we've got the one full page for AB Handyman Services, and it's simply a case of clicking on it as we did before and dragging it, dropping it onto the Flatplan. To move it onto another page, you can click on it and just move it onto an empty page. You can also swap it with another page by clicking on the two arrows. Enter the page you want to swap it with, and in this case it would swap page 5 to 3, and 3 would go to page 5. The other option is just move to another page, which simply moves this advert on its own. So if I select 4, it's going to move it from page 3 to page 4. Now, clicking anywhere on the advert will open up the advert details. And so from here we can see that this advert does not have artwork associated with it. And then just down below it's also telling us where it's going to be used in. So this particular advert is being used in the local mag. It's in the January 25 issue and is set on page 4. It's also, this artwork would also be being used in the February 25 issue, but it's not yet set. We also have the option over here to the bottom right to view booking. If we click on there, it would open up the original booking that we made, and then we can also set the status of the artwork by selecting from the different options here. So let's say in this example the client has already supplied me with the artwork. I can have it and just drag and drop it here onto the booking. It'll update and it shows me a thumbnail here of the artwork. I can see it's got crop marks and bleed, so I can turn on those settings there. And we can see the status is at new. So by default, any bookings that you made, the status would always be at new, and that is a key feature that indicates that it's not approved. So anything that's pink is not yet approved. So the client has supplied this artwork to us, so I know that it's now approved, and I can set it as artwork supplied by customer. So when I do that, the background changes to green. So anything that has a background of green I know is approved and is ready to go to print. You also have the options of adding a new note that's associated with it and adding a due date as well. So for now I'm going to click Save. And back on the flat plan you'll notice that the background has now turned to green. Over in the sidebar here you'll see a little toggle switch that says Show Artwork. So if I turn that on, you can see it shows us a thumbnail of the artwork. When the pages are all full it can be quite busy, but it's a good little option here that you can turn it on and off to see the artwork. If you want to check the artwork, you can hover over the page number and open up the layout screen, click Preview with Trim, and it will display a PDF of how the page will look. So you can see the green line indicates the trim box of where the page will be trimmed, and if you're happy with that you can then mark the page as complete. So you can either do that by toggling the Layout Complete button on the layout screen, or you can just click the little X in the corner of the page and it'll put a gold border around the page on the flat plan. And that's how easy it is to add adverts to the flat plan.